welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining us. Please do subscribe down below and join the squad. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. We're glad you could make it for today's video. And in today's video, we're actually going to be chatting about some things I wish I knew before I went natural, or like advice or things to take into consideration if you've just gone natural, or if you're about to go natural. Now, I have my book over here with all my notes because I cannot keep all the stuff in my head. And the first thing I wanted to chat to you guys about is products. So when it comes to products, consider looking at maybe mid-level or lower level range of products, because what you don't want to do is waste money on a bunch of high-end products and only for you to realize that your hair actually doesn't like them. You've just cut your hair, you're starting to get to know a completely different texture. Don't buy a very expensive product and then it doesn't work and you've wasted all this money. Try out the mid-level or the low level, and just because a product is cheap or affordable, it doesn't mean it's a bad product. Some brands are literally there to cater for people who can only afford like low level or mid-range products. So definitely try save your coins at the beginning, and then if there's a product like that's high-end and you've been dying to try it out anyways, then you can splurge on that instead of buying like a whole range when you don't really know what your hair likes and what it doesn't like yet. If you buy a more affordable product and your hair doesn't like it, it doesn't hurt that much when you stop using that product because you didn't spend that much to begin with. Now, number 2 on my list, I don't know why, but even in the last video I filmed, I say 2 like this and it's 4, but I mean 2 anyways, I mean 2. Number 2 on the list is look for naturalistas on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, wherever that you spend most of your time on, and look for naturalistas that have hair that's similar to yours. The mistake I made when I was starting out was that I followed a lot of naturalistas with 3B, 3C hair. I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why I did that. I think I just liked looking at their hair. So when I started my natural hair journey, I would be washing my hair and trying out hairstyles, and I would get really frustrated because my hair wasn't doing the things that their hair was doing. But in hindsight, like, sis, what did you expect? You have 4B, 4C hair. They have 3B, 3C hair. So what did I think? I don't know what I thought was going to happen. But yeah, please don't make the same mistake I did. I mean, of course, follow who you want to follow. It's nice to see different hair textures. But if you're looking for like hair inspo, if you want to see hair reviews, hair product reviews rather, look for someone with the same texture, similar to yours, so that you have a better idea of what to expect if you decide to try out a hairstyle or if you decide to try out a product. And bear in mind that even though someone might have the same maybe hair type or hair texture as yours, everyone's hair behaves differently. So your hair still might not like the thing that you're about to try, but it does help narrow you down to a more specific range of people. Number 3 is try finger detangling as opposed to using a wide tooth comb. I'm a fan of both, but recently I've been really enjoying finger detangling my hair. I feel like it's much less strain on my scalp, because even though you're using a wide tooth comb and you're not going to hit too many snags, when you do hit a snag, that's going to pull on your scalp. And if you're going to be doing that the whole wash day, you might end up really fed up with your hair and like the whole journey, and you don't want to be natural anymore. So if you're not a fan of like the snaggy feeling that you get when you're using a wide tooth comb, then really consider doing finger detangling. It's literally the same thing, takes the same amount of time, just a lot less tugging and pulling on your scalp if you have a very sensitive scalp. Sensitive scalp. Okay, next slide. So number 4, which I actually think should have made number 1 because it's like my favorite thing in the whole world, wash your hair in twists. I promise you, I live by it. I think I will die by it. It's the best thing I ever started doing for my hair. It cuts my wash day in half. I have more access to my scalp that way. It just puts your hair out of the way, but you still have access to your hair. You can still wash it out nicely. You can still deep condition, and you're not so overwhelmed with this mass of hair on your head. Guys, please just try it out. Just try it out once. If you don't like it, then please carry on with whatever it is you're doing. But if you haven't ever washed your hair in twists, divide that hair, girl. Section the hair, wash it, condition it, and see what happens. You will thank me. You're gonna come back to this video and comment and be like, oh my gosh, Kim, thank you so much. You know, I didn't realize what I was doing. And it's gonna be great. So please try out washing your hair in twists. I don't know how else to express myself, because I really am so passionate about this one thing when it comes to being natural. Just try it. Just try it. Don't take my word for it. Just try it for yourself. Right, now the fifth and final thing I'm going to chat to you guys about today is consider investing in a head wrap. And the reason why I'm saying this is because sometimes you just don't feel like dealing with your hair. You've had a really long week, or you're just really busy, or you just don't feel like dealing with your hair, and you don't want that stress of, oh, I'm gonna have to style my hair in the morning. I'm tired from work, but I have to twist it before I go to bed. Sometimes you just don't have the bandwidth for your hair, and that's okay. But what you can do is wake up in the morning and tie a head wrap. And whilst we're on that, Ella has a really cool video on head wraps on her channel. I will link it either up here or down below in the description box. Please do go check it out. Like, she's really good at explaining how she does the things, and she does like so many different hairstyles. I think if you go to her channel and watch all her videos, she's probably got a head wrap on, and she'll like match her head wrap with her eyeshadow, and it's just a really fun time. So it's a nice alternative to having your hair out if you don't want to have your hair out. I have been doing this for the past 2 weeks. I think I've been going to work in a head wrap because I just didn't have the strength to deal with my hair every day, and I just couldn't. I really just couldn't. So I've been in a head wrap for the past 2 weeks. I might be in a head wrap for the next 2 weeks. That's okay. I'm not bothered. I used to be really self-conscious about wearing a head wrap in public because I felt like it didn't suit me and I don't really know how to tie them and stuff like that. But now that I've been doing it for so long, 2 weeks. Now that I've been doing it for 2 weeks, I feel like I'm so much more comfortable in public now. Like, it's not just like, oh, I can't pick a duku in public or anything like that. So if you are shy, the best way to get over it is to actually just do it for the first time. Look for a cute style that you think you will like, tie it up, and go about your day, sis. So that brings us to the end of this week's video. I really hope this one is slightly longer than the last one. I keep hitting you guys with 5-minute videos. I don't know if you guys like that, but if you don't, if you do, please leave a comment down below. If you don't and you want to see more of me, also comment down below. But otherwise, thank you so much for coming through to this video, guys. I will see you in the next one.